Hey, Professor Tomlinson is back with you, 2021, carrying on. And today we're going to talk about making our melodies swing, okay? We don't always need to make our melodies swing. If we're playing a bossa nova or something that's Latin inspired, we may not want the melody to swing. If we're playing a real slow ballad, maybe we don't want the melody to swing. But we're going to be looking at the tune, There Will Never Be Another You, which is usually like a medium tempo or up tempo kind of swing tune. And so the idea is that we do not want to play exactly what's on the lead sheet, because if you're looking at this lead sheet along with me, all right, we can see, all those regular quarter notes lined up in a row. Okay, and there's nothing that we can do to make that swing. Imagine, you've booked your piano trio into the Village Vanguard, and it's opening night, first set, and you've got like the most swing and rhythm section, and the place is packed. Everybody's ready to hear what you have to say, and you want to open up with a standard, and you count off 1, 2, 3. Okay, your rhythm section has started to look at each other and they're like, what's going on? The patrons are signaling for their waiters or their waitresses to bring them their check, and it's just not happening, okay? So what makes jazz swing is really the swing eighth note. So we need to find some opportunities to turn these very square kind of rhythms into swinging rhythms that have some eighth notes in them. And it's very easy. All we need to do is push and pull a couple of these rhythms back and forth a little bit by an eighth note, and we will create a nice swing and rhythm. This is also a really important technique if you're writing a combo chart. And let's say, you want to write this tune out for 2 or 3 horns or something like that, maybe harmonize the melody. If you write it out as it is in the lead sheet, it's not going to swing, and you're going to, you have this nice swinging group, and so you need to be able to write this out, to sort of paraphrase what's written there, to create a swing feel. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to take these 10 notes, and I'm just going to use the syllable da, nice percussive syllable. Rather than worrying about the lyrics. I think it's really great to just to learn the lyrics to some of these tunes that you're learning. It's to help you to memorize the tune and help you with the phrasing. But right now I'm going to just do a little experiment in paraphrasing this melody, pushing some of the rhythms forward by an eighth note, and delaying some of them maybe by an eighth note also. Okay. I think you'll find that, being that this is an art form, that there is no right or wrong way to do it. But if you sprinkle these syncopations or these anticipations, delays around a little bit, but keep some of the rhythms as written, you're going to get the best results. So for example, let's say I chose something like this as my solution to this little situation. I went 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, da 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 da. Okay, something like that, where everything is on the upbeat. Too jittery, not to my liking exactly. All right, so I'm going to try to do something that's maybe in between that I like, and then see if I can transcribe that. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. Da 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 da. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I kind of like that. Let me see if I can reproduce that. All right, that's going to be important, to sort of do something that I can reproduce, and then doing it slowly, I can either see if I'm on the beat or off the beat and see if I can transcribe that. So I know I kept the quarter note intact, but then I made a dotted quarter note out of the C natural. 1, 2, 3. Da, 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 da. 2, 3, I may have actually changed that a little bit. Let's see what happens. We could roll it back and see what happens. But let's get started on this. I don't even really care about the pitches or anything like that. I just want to make it nice and big so everybody can see it in the video. So anyway, here's the beginning of the tune. All right. So I started with a quarter note as the pickup note, 4-1, right? And then I did 4-1. I know I did a dotted quarter note, eighth note combination. Da, 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 da. Now that rhythm is one of the most common swinging rhythms that you're going to see, you know, anywhere. All right, and that's, you know, just from familiarity, eighth note, quarter note, eighth note. Okay, da, da, da. All right, so da, 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 da. Okay, so there's the bar line. All right, I know that's tied. Da, 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 da. Okay, the next note is going to be on the upbeat. All right, so I'm going to tie that to an eighth note. Da, 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 da. Okay, the next two, let's see, I think the next two were on their counts. But I anticipated, I'm pretty sure I anticipated going into that third bar. Ba, da, 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 da. Okay? Yeah, I think that's what I did. All right, so, boom, okay, and we're tying that. Okay, so this is what we come up with. 1, 2, 3. Da, 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 da. Okay, here's one other consideration. When we have whole notes that are tied to half notes, etc., we don't have to adhere to these really long duration notes. In jazz, in general, we don't do that. You're going to be listening to Sonny Stitt and Chet Baker playing this tune. You're going to hear Sonny Stitt really going for like a lot of jazz fills, you know, in situations, little places like that, you know, and he's even going to abandon the melody completely in some places. His audience knows this tune really well. They know he knows the tune really well, so they're looking to see what he can do creatively with this melody. And that's what we want to try to strive for. How can we be creative with creating a swing feel out of this melody? One little thing about, I don't like to be too technical about how to swing. I read in a Chick Corea tutorial one time many years ago about just, you know, having in the back of your mind the mantra of what a drummer would either often do on the hi-hat or the ride cymbal. And if that's kind of a grid, you keep that going in the back of your mind, all right? Da, 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 okay? Your rhythms should just naturally swing. Probably will happen. In the old days, you'll see some very old-fashioned charts where they try to approximate the swing feel by writing a dotted quarter note, 16th note. We don't really do that anymore. We just would usually write, you know, swing eighths at the top, you know. And that's going to tell the person who's interpreting your chart that any eighth notes should be swung, you know, should have a swing feel. All right, so that's a little tutorial on that. So have fun. Look at the chart that I've sent you and try your hand at creating swing rhythms out of these very square quarter notey kind of rhythms. All right, and I'll see you all on Wednesday.